Byscorez.
Hello and welcome back to Road to Greatness. You know, your usual host. And we got 3 new guests with us today.
Hi, I'm Dustin.
Yeah, 2 new, yeah.
I am the other Dewey, the older Dewey.
Better looking Dewey.
The handsomest Dewey.
The thicker beard Dewey.
Yeah, thicker in every sense.
Flannels running the Dewey family.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you guys for coming out and being on the podcast. You told us right before that you are a longtime listener.
Yeah.
There you go. You can take that.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so I saw Lonny post on Facebook, and then I saw my brother in there, and I was like, you know what are these knuckleheads doing? So there I go, and next thing you know, I'm binge watching every episode on my way to and from work. So here we are now.
So now we have an obligation to keep making them because
Well, now you
people
know
are-
if people are actually watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I guess because start off and tell you them like what you guys do, and
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
in case anyone doesn't know you.
Like what I do for work and
Yeah,
whatnot?
sure.
All right, so I'm full time in the Rhode Island Army National Guard. So typically it's like your 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer. But it's my full time job, and I work at range control. So we usually just do like range operations for any people that want to like use our facility for training, and then we also do like a large part of like area maintenance. So we'll cut all the grass, keep all the maintenance on the ranges, storm chasing. You know, like we cut down the trees that fall for like wind, snow removal. So glorified blue collar worker in some camo uniform.
That's a good way to put it too. So, man, how do you even start? I think I could go back way. I'll go back
Back
a
as
little
far
bit.
as you want.
Yeah,
It
I'll
doesn't
go back
matter.
a little bit to explain kind of like how we all got here, because Dustin kind of wouldn't be in a place that he's at without really me convincing him. So, so obviously I'm older than anybody in this room. So I'm 28. So I've been here for a little bit longer. But I coached wrestling, and then additionally I also was in the Army National Guard full time. I worked for the recruiting battalion. Which then brings me to working at Cheraho, and then talking to Dustin for a little while and being like, dude, you should just do this. Like, this is what you should do. And then fast forward, I don't know, 7 years, I ended up getting out, and now I work for Providence College, and I still work for the Army. So I work for the ROTC program, and then I'm just a recruiter for those guys. So it's like, I worked for the Army, left, and was like, I don't think I'll work for them again. And then
Went back and
yeah, I'm just right back to it. It's just it's like a comfort thing, you know?
You guys have any stories that you can tell us about?
Oh, we got tons of stories.
Anything. I want to hear about it. Ones that you can share. I don't know.
Really bad. Some of these are really good.
Man.
Really bad ones get more views.
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously being in the military, there's like this thought process of like you need to party. Like you just like people party. Like it's just a thing, right? So what was it? Like it was almost like 3 years ago to the day.
At Drum?
No, at that bar in Coventry.
Oh, Old Theater Diner.
Old Theater Diner. Okay. Yes. Okay. So a little backstory on this. So Dustin and the crew are getting ready to go out the door, and like a month later, right?
Yeah, I think the
Month
party
or
was
two.
in December and we left in January.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So whatever. So they're getting ready to go out the door, and of course we're just going out. We're getting crazy. I don't know if it was like somebody's birthday. It might have been somebody's birthday.
I think it was just a going
Who
away
knows? But that's how it did. Yeah,
going
you're
away
right.
party.
It was a going away party, which, mind you, everybody had a going away party. So it was just like every weekend or every day, like we were somewhere, right? So we went from like some VFW, some like rink-dink bar that like old veterans go to, and we all tell war stories and stuff like that, to then going to Old Theater Diner. I don't know if you've ever been there. Oh man, it's like, you ever been to Danny's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a step up from Danny's.
The ones that have like the shuffleboard.
Yeah. Smells like piss. Yeah, that's Danny's, right? So this place doesn't reek of piss until you're in the bathroom, but whatever. That's where things are supposed to be. But so like 30 of us end up showing up in this place, and it is just a mess. Like it's just a mess for us. It's us. We're the mess. There was this daughter and mom. And she's like,
Fuck me, man.
she's like, oh, I don't know. You could tell this part, but she's like, oh my God, my brother is in
Her son.
her son is in like the 82nd Airborne or something like that. And Dustin says some crazy comment and kind of offends them. And we're all like, whoa, Dustin, like, calm down. And he's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. And so this leaves the mother and the daughter sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, is my son going to be okay? And, whatever. So then maybe 20 minutes later, and the daughter's like rocking in her chair, falls over, somehow manages to take her glass and smash it to her face. And she's now on the ground, and she's cut, and there's blood, and she's like, oh my God. And we're all like, what in the fuck is going on here? And then maybe, I don't know, we just continue to party and party and party. So then it's myself, Dustin, and our friend Trent. We're in the bathroom together. And so my friend Trent and I are using the one stall, and then Dustin's above us, like shooting the shit with us. I think filming us, and we're all like, like, right? Next thing you know, Dustin slips. He busts through the stall wall.
No way.
Oh yeah, destroyed it, dude. Right? So imagine, right? It's two walls, right? He knocks over the biggest wall, right? So now there's no stall. It's just, and he's on the ground. He goes, fucking help me. And we're like, we're not fucking touching you. He's covered.
I'm covered in piss. I slipped on piss.
I slipped on
Were you standing on the toilet?
I think they were in like that. It was like a handicap size stall.
Yeah, we were in a handicap stall.
And then I stood on top of the urinal. Whatever, dude. When you're drunk, you just want to like get everything on fucking camera. So I step on top of the urinal, and I'm filming over the top of the stall. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sick. I'm getting in there. I walk in through the door. I slip like a banana peel, like Mario Kart type of deal. I slip, smash into the stall door. Everything is just fumbling, crushing, coming down. I'm in my white Under Armour t-shirt. So,
So it's all like.
So like, I didn't think anything of it. Like, oh my God, I just slipped in some water, knowing that it's covered in piss because everyone's drunk and there's pissing wherever. So we go outside. We're back in like the main room. We're singing karaoke, and I think Kaylin, my girlfriend, took a video of me singing karaoke. I watched it the next day, and I'm looking at the front of my shirt. It's just fucking yellow. I'm like, oh my God, that was the piss. All over in piss.
So you guys stayed the whole night even though you were covered in piss?
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice.
We don't quit. We never quit.
Well, I mean, I didn't know it was piss, so I was like, game on, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The smell didn't get you?
Nah, dude, I was
Nothing?
drunk.
Oh,
I had no
Dewey
sense of
was
anything.
rolling around in shit here the other night.
Want me to tell the story?
actual
Want me to tell the
like
story?
human
Not actual, no, not actual shit. So this is.
I'm like, oh
so,
man, here we
Actual
go.
shit.
Yeah.
So we invited him and another friend over, and we were I don't know, just having like the shooting the shit and the drinking. That's when I brought the vodka out, and I said, "You want to try the Moscow Mule?" He never had one before.
Oh, so good.
And
dude.
he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I don't know this."
No.
No,
Was this New Year's Eve?
no.
Oh.
He was talking shit about him.
No.
Puts
I
a-
didn't say that.
I'll put a grown man on your ass, dude.
Yeah.
They add up fast.
Oh, it did.
I
It
love
definitely
It's like,
did.
This is the glass, vodka up here.
Wait, that's not how you do it.
And first one, Dewey's like, I don't even taste it.
I didn't taste it. And then he goes, "Are you putting enough alcohol in it?" I was like, "Yeah." So then we're in like the fourth one, we're doing okay. And Dewey goes, she's like, "I'm not tasting the alcohol." I was like, "You could watch me pour it, buddy." I poured him a good amount, probably like double the shot. Yeah, I was pouring myself.
3/4 of the cup.
I was pouring myself a good amount too. Pouring him, I was pouring everyone an equal amount, and so I poured him a little bit more because he said he wasn't tasting it. So I was like, okay. So he did it. The fifth one. We go out to take a quick break. I think we're smoking
You
cigars
guys
and
are 5
whatnot.
of those?
Me and him were 5 deep at this point.
Yeah.
So we were feeling it. this, I'm not going to get into what he said, but he goes outside and they start swearing and yelling like a bastard.
I started yelling
At the neighbors specifically.
Oh my god! Wait, which ones?
Well,
Just no one specific.
Hold on.
Oh,
There is a
God.
backstory to why
There's
I
a
was,
backstory,
but I'm not
but-
gonna say why.
Yeah, he goes out and he goes, "Fuck you!"
Meanwhile, the whole neighborhood's like, it's like
Dead quiet. I was like, "Dewey, shh, be quiet, Dewey."
And Lonnie's already scared. This is like the Get Out neighborhood.
Lonnie's-
So like he's like
Lonnie was like, quiet down. This is a neighborhood that calls the cops.
oh no, the cops have never
I
been
don't
called
give
here.
a fuck. Let him call the cops. He goes, and then he's like all wobbling
All
around.
the dogs at Calvin's house started going
Oh
nuts.
my god!
And then he's just sitting there, just standing still with his cigar, and all of a sudden
Falls off
he
the-
falls back to our screen door, blows the screen out the door. And I was like, Dewey, you gotta chill, Dewey. We come back in. We have two more each. I think he stopped at 4.
Yeah, Reed's the only smart one.
Is this when I went to bed?
Yeah, you went to bed.
Oh, okay.
And he stopped at 4, and then like all of a sudden, Dewey just like,
Will was here, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
he just stands up. We had the big tall Grey Goose bottle. Yeah, I know it's not the Russian kind. Sorry, but it was a little French mix. It was whatever. He stands up. All of a sudden, he leans over, knocks down every single thing on the counter, spilt my
I had a
Moscow.
bottle of whiskey, and Lonnie caught like the whiskey and the vodka.
And the vodka, he spilt my Moscow Mule all over the counter, rolled all over down the floor, water bottles. I was like, chill, Dewey, chill. So I tried like picking him up and sitting him down on the chair. He kept standing back. I was like, sit down, Dewey. I did it again. Put it out, sit down. He gets so woo. And I tried giving him water.
the chair.
Yeah, broke the chair. And so then I tried calming him down. I was like, take this water. And he opened up the water, squeezes it all on the floor.
Fucking water.
And then that's not even the worst thing. He starts army crawling on the floor in the Moscow Mule in the water. He's like doing this weird like thing on the ground.
Would you
Soap it up.
Would you Bill Cosby him or something?
No,
He definitely did something.
Lonnie gave him a cigar that he got in Miami that some guy just gave him for free.
Oh,
Not
there it
Miami,
is.
Tampa.
Oh yeah.
Laced.
And Lonnie's like, oh, it was free. It's probably laced. I'll give it to Dewey.
I said it. I told him I was like, I got this from some dude at a store that he ran the store, and he's like, it's whatever. He goes, if it's laced, it's laced. He goes, I was like, okay. And so then, and then that's what, I don't know. He was just off the wall.
I don't remember anything.
He
from that
didn't.
night.
And then he went
into
like
an angry Russian.
missing for a little bit. Yeah, he was in the
Missing?
bathroom. I didn't know where he went to the bathroom, so he was missing. So I was looking for Dewey. So then I go to open up the
Bathroom
bathroom.
you just used.
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
And I boom. I couldn't open the door. Boom. I was looking, and I was like, "What is this?"
He's laying with like his feet by the toilet, head by the door, so the door is hitting him in the head.
And so then I squeeze in like this, and I look down. I was like, "Dewey, get your ass up off the toilet, off the ground in the bathroom." And he's like, "What?" So I had to go in and squeeze in, drag him out from behind the door, and then I had to lift him up, and I almost threw up on him lifting him up. So then I ran out, and I forced myself to throw up off the back deck, so I didn't know.
Oh my god! I was wondering what that was back there.
And Lonnie's just
I'm
shoving
not
his
even
fingers
kidding. I was
down his
walking
throat.
Hobbs. I was like, what the.
It all
Yeah,
all
I
makes
had-
sense now.
I
Yo,
had
shout
to
out to
let it
Hobbs
go.
for pissing immediately when I saw him.
Hobbs did pee and
Hobbs
jumped
saw all
on
the puke and just started pissing himself.
Oh no!
Dewey gets wild when he's drinking. When we had like the house in Westerly, this dude, oh my god, we had a lot to drink again. And then all of a sudden he tries to get into a full-blown wrestling match with me in the kitchen. And I didn't want it. And then we end up slipping and falling down. He puts me in a headlock and I'm like, Dewey, stop.
Back of Lonnie's head, pushing him into the hardwood floor.
Hardwood floor. And I was like, Dewey, stop. And then Reed help me. And then
Ronnie's
after
like, I
Reed,
can't
help
fucking
me,
breathe.
he switches to his elbow right to the back of my head, and my head slams off the thing. I was like, Reed, don't just stand there. Get him off me.
Reed wanted no part of that.
I
at
couldn't.
all.
Reed!
What?
Help me, Reed! The fuck you sitting there for?
So what's funny about that is so when was that? How long ago?
That was like last month. Yeah.
so like last month. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like probably 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
So
ago.
what's funny about that is we threw a pretty good party at my house. I don't know what July. It was July 4th.
Like your retirement?
Yeah, my retirement /
Oh, it was July 4th.
people getting promoted slash birthdays. Like it was
Anniversary.
holy shit, dude. So we had like 100 and something people at my house. I went out and bought. We split like I don't know, we had like $500 worth of fireworks, all kinds of stuff. But another friend of ours was just in a wrestling mood, man.
No.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Floyd will never see this shit. So
He's a ranger, by the way. Like the most
Jesus.
badass you're supposed to be.
oh yeah, Ranger tabbed. He's a fucking hardo. But, you know, I mean, alcohol makes you do silly things. So from what I understand from the night is that he just was like walking up to people and he's like, let's wrestle. And
Sounds like
Somebody
Lonny.
I know.
yeah, mind you,
Yeah, boxing, not wrestling. Yeah.
mind you, he wrestled in high school and stuff like that. Like he was a pretty good wrestler, but so he was, you know, talking shit with him, and he's like, let's wrestle. So I don't know all this is going on because I'm dealing with a whole bunch of other shit. But the next morning, I'm like, damn, dude, why are you covered in fucking mud and shit? And Alex goes, because I kicked his ass like 3 times out there in the yard.
I wrestled Floyd like at least 12 times. He kept coming up to me. He's like, "You put those wrestle." I'm like, "Dude,
Did you see him slapbox
just
one of your
read
one of your buddies?
yeah,
Yeah, no, he was getting his ass.
Who was it?
He was an older guy.
Oh God, I don't remember.
I forgot what his name was.
Listen, I don't know what goes on, but for some reason,
Dude,
like,
but he cuffed him in the air pretty good, and he like, started wobbling.
Yeah, he kept coming up to me. He's like, "Let's wrestle." I'm like, "Dude, I don't want to do this tonight."
all in.
Don't
I
wanna
gotta
do
tell you
this
the
tonight.
truth. Wrestling Dewey and he's drunk. It's literally, and I mean literally, a life or death situation. You
Dewey will not tap. He will pass out.
no, that's not the problem about him tapping. He will choke your head off. And we're at the farm.
Lonny goes, "I can't
We're
breathe,"
at the
and Alex
farm.
goes,
He's
"Good."
choking me up. I was like, Dewey, I'm tapping. He's choking. I had to lift him off the ground. Imagine, he weighs 190 pounds.
like
I had
half
to
the
lift him
videos
off the
between
ground
you.
so my neck wasn't buried into the ground. My back blew out trying to lift his ass off the ground.
Half
So
the
I
videos
held him
between
up
you two,
trying
you
to
lift him
pull
over your head.
Yeah, I tried pulling his arms off my neck because he does not let go when he's drinking.
he's like, oh, are you dying? That's good.
I got a video of
dying.
Dewey. I got a video of him and Jared Powers wrestling,
Oh
and
God.
Jared's got him in like a headlock, and Dewey's like turning purple, and he's like still cheering, and Jared's like, fucking tap, and Dewey's like,
I know, bitch.
can't breathe.
I know, bitch.
I still think the best wrestler we have in our friend group is Mike. With his signature move. Have you guys heard of that?
No, what is it?
What's Mike's last name? Is he actually a wrestler?
No.
Okay, so was never one of my guys.
It's not
What
even
did
a
you say?
move.
Because I wasn't there for the other one.
What's he throw his finger up somebody's ass? And,
That's
my boy. You got to check the oil,
We've
baby.
already talked about it on the podcast, so I know he doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
I don't care if he cares.
I mean, we got video footage
It just
too.
happens
video.
to happen when every wrestling buddy. Well, the first thing that happened, he was wrestling Will, and
Will was the worst.
And Will was like, he put his finger up my ass, and we were like,
And then
no,
he's like,
no.
I
And
kinda liked
we
it,
went
you
back
know?
and looked
I
at
kinda
we
liked
went
it.
back and looked at the video, and Mike's
see it.
like in there, like lifting him up.
He's like, oh, I see it. Hold on.
But then it happened again.
with me.
Yeah. Oh, it was too. Who was in
Thank
the
God Dewey
background?
had jeans on.
Who was in the background of that video that yelled, "Finger in the ass"?
Jared. Jared was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
finger him in the ass, Mike.
Dude, wait till Mike's like wrestling somebody that, you know, he slips his finger in somebody's ass and they look at him and they go, is that all you got?
I was like, that was my
don't tempt me
that was
with a
my
good
only
time.
move. Oh my god.
I'm glad that's like, at least I don't know, yours and our friend group, like, if you get drunk, just wrestle. I'm glad it's not like fist fight.
Well, Lonnie's
what do you
boxing.
mean? Apparently, Lonnie's like the go-to.
Wants to,
At least Lonnie puts on gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lonnie. We appreciate you.
gloves, I'm just gonna pick you up and throw you as far as I
A
can.
lot of people calling him out now after that.
Yeah.
With Broder.
Dude, that was a good video.
No,
Well, I mean, his face was on the video, so I mean,
yeah. It's,
That one, I was.
my brother was the warm-up round.
Yeah, I was.
But
I was
he wanted
so
it though.
18.
He
He's like,
wanted
Yeah,
it.
I'm 18. He's like,
He
you guys
wanted-
lying to me? Or he's actually 18.
Lonnie boxed Cooper, Calvin's brother, just body boxed him.
Yeah.
Usually does. And before, Zach was like, you want to box Lonnie? And then Lonnie's like, yeah, body box. And Zach's like, no, in the head. Yeah, before the match,
No, in
like,
the face.
The beginning of the video,
hit in the
Lonnie's like, in the head, right? In the head. And Zach's like, yeah. And then the fight was over on the first punch.
I'm
Lonnie
so
rocked
mad I
him.
missed that fight because I was going to Canada the next day,
The-
so I went to bed.
It was
Like-
slightly raining, so like imagine like
Yeah,
the deck was
the deck
so
looked- it
slippery.
looked wet
It was
in the
so
video.
Where
slippery.
Lonnie swings like super hard and like falls.
He fucking does a 360.
It falls over, and then I was so cocked though. I finished off my bottle of Hennessy. I had like 5 how many 5 or 6 Happy Dads, and I had like
Savannah made you do a shot of Kraken with her.
shot of Kraken, and then I had
disgusting, dude.
and then I had like 2 Coors Light. So I was kind of off my rocker when I was
Drinking everything, dude. The
when
whole
I was-
deal.
But it was all the height, though. It was just the height.
That's
It was,
dangerous.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so then,
yeah.
like I said, I kept asking. I didn't want to fight him and like box him in the head, and so he just wanted it. And
Sometimes you just
gotta do it.
gotta give in.
You gotta do it.
Keep
So I
asking.
did.
was like, Floyd, man.
Dude, there's something about like just when you're young or in like between 21 and 25, like it's just you want to fight everything, like especially when somebody's like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck you up," and you're like, "Yeah, you are, yeah, you are." Like, come on.
So we went to the Axe Bar, and there was like a pretty good group of people behind us, and just like Warwick Cranston kids, like
Oh yeah.
Timberlands, like tight jeans.
Yep.
Mind you, the two of us here over here
hold
have
on.
Timberlands on.
Both persons.
Well, here we are, we're just having-
up and
We're having a good time
Describing
throwing
us
some
couldn't tell you
perfectly,
guys are
Dustin.
brothers. Yeah.
We're having a good time throwing some axes, and we just both turn around at the same time. We're like, we could fuck those kids up. We're like, yeah, we could fuck those kids up. And I was
Me
like,
and Dewey are literally
Yeah,
like
that's
that. Whenever we
right.
go somewhere, it's like if we play basketball anywhere, it's like okay. I look around, it's in case we have to get down. I
Yeah,
know we
dude.
could take them.
it's just a man thing. It's just a man thing. Like when you go to a restaurant, you sit facing the doors. And
Look
you,
over at the family of 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that steak knife and throw it up his ass. You just think about all the weirdest shit, dude. It's just a man
Okay,
thing.
Dewey, I know he got the grappling down. As long as he grapples the hell out of someone, I'll be swinging.
Dewey's not letting
Dewey,
go.
Dewey
You know
don't have
that.
that headlock, and Lonnie's just punching him in the head.
Steak and start throwing hands.
Lonnie's actually punching Dewey in the head. Like, he's like, oh shit, hold on.
That was like I worked in Florida for a year, and one of the bosses down there got fucked up every night. And this homeless guy came wandering out of the bushes behind our hotel. And somebody gave him a cigarette. He was hanging out with us, whatever. And then we're playing Pong, and my buddy throws Pong, and then the guy just sucker punches him.
The homeless man sucker punches you.
Look at my,
My God.
and this guy, he's in the Navy. It rocked him, like his knees wide. He didn't go down, but he like landed on the table.
What am I, on a fucking boat?
I think about 15 guys that we worked with jumped on this guy and just started
homeless
beating.
guy?
Yeah, and people with steel toe boots just kicking the shit out of
Be
him.
homeless forever.
God.
I think there's
You should have gave him $20.
I think there's a word for beating up homeless people.
Well,
Yeah,
if
fun.
Well, if he put the
And then,
first punch,
and then he's out cold. Somebody like finally like drop kicked him with a
cigarette back?
steel toe boot. Yeah, we'll take that back.
The man's taking a nap.
So
is
he
what
went down
happened.
and was out cold, and then this old guy, our boss, jumped on him and starts choking him. The guy's already out, and he's like, "I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm gonna put him to sleep." And we're like, "He's already asleep.
You're like,
we're gonna pull him off."
bro, he's asleep. He's asleep.
Just Bart Simpson to death.
Oh my God.
And then like, at that point, I wasn't 21, so we see the cops coming around, and my buddy like threw me his hotel key, and I ran in, and I actually went and just hid in the bushes so I could watch. And
you see, the cop's like, "Who's that guy in the bushes over there?"
it's the guy with the camera.
What's that man over there doing?
You know, like just taking a job down there and just going.
Yeah, it's because I got a 15% pay increase. I got $500 a week in just per diem for food, which obviously I didn't spend that.
What do you do for?
I worked for EB. I don't work there
Okay.
now, but they sent me to Cape Canaveral to work on the Air Force Base for it was supposed to be only a month. I ended up being there a year.
Did you know you were were you supposed to be in a hotel that entire time? Okay, it wasn't like you were just supposed to be there a month and they just put you in a hotel and then it ended up just going
No.
out.
Well, there's a plan A where you get the hotel, or there's a plan B where they just give you more per diem and you can find your own place to rent.
No.
Yeah. So who doesn't love a good box to live in? You know. Find a good box
Yeah,
to live in.
the hotel Wi-Fi was garbage.
Yeah. I don't know how I.
He was always talking about.
Yeah, and he's always like,
What the fuck?
How's it going over there?
yeah.
I'd finally get into
Great.
a game and then lag out like
Yeah.
instantly.
Oh my God.
It's funny because we were doing the same thing. Because I was in Kuwait at the time before I went to Iraq, and like he always had a shitty hotel Wi-Fi, and I was in Kuwait, and they run off like fucking like Cricket Mobile over there. So we both load into a game. I think we were playing with like Pat or like Nigel, or
Pat,
whatever.
and then we'll all just be like,
like
"Oh, these
Warzone
guys
just
fucking-"
came out. It was you wanted to play, and
or even just trying to play regular.
yeah. Oh, it was search and destroy because we were in the search and destroy kick.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was good times.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
We finally get into a game because we just 500 ping, 800 ping. Fucking. I start
bad.
shooting somebody, then I fucking lag out and I freak out.
Wi-Fi is like that though.
Oh, dude, a little cheat code now. My Wi-Fi sucks, but I log into my grandma's downstairs.
Oh my God.
Hope she doesn't see this. I love you, but
We had to get like Wi-Fi extenders here, and they're
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
We've had a lot of
you're
problems with
welcome,
Cox
by the
here.
way.
Dewey
She lives
suggested
like
them.
lives right below me, and I got her password. I did like my my army progression school down there to get promoted to sergeant. I was like, "Oh, Graham, I need your Wi-Fi password." I'm like, "This is my notes." Finish that school, then like I finish my school, I go upstairs. My Wi-Fi's still dog shit with the Wi-Fi extender, and I'm like, "Sorry, Graham."
Sorry,
I wonder like
it's
other
fine.
people would like hear me in the hallway like freaking out in the hotel room.
Absolutely.
Keep fucking lying.
Was it only EV people in the hotel?
No. It was,
Okay.
And
Oh,
it was a pretty big
shit.
tour. Like it would be empty, but then when there was a rocket launch, it would fill up.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of military guys in the hotel with us. But then when there was ever a rocket launch, people would come. Like when they had SpaceX launch that had the 2 guys on it, it filled up.
Oh, I
And
bet.
a ton of kids.
Yeah.
And EB guys would scare everybody out of the back of the hotel, but getting out of the pool and shit. Like,
Yeah, they
oh, God,
definitely
who are
heard
these
you.
creatures.
There's definitely like so many complaints, like, the room blank is yelling again at his TV.
It was funny, like
I think something's wrong with that man. And
Yeah,
he
he's
just-
constantly yelling and slamming his
Reeve will be
controller.
yelling, and it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it would cut you out mid sentence. You'd be like, God damn, and then done.
Yeah.
That's it.
It really cut off all like the how angry you were. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was just-
like it's funny because like the Wi-Fi is so bad, but Reeve will like, "This fucking sucks."
And then I
So it's
leave
just
and then
on
I
and
come
on.
back. But by the time I finally get back into the party, I was cooled down.
Yeah.
After I smashed a couple things.
Oh man.
Beat the shit out of the cleaning lady or something.
Fuck off.
How long were you over in? You said Kuwait.
Yeah, I was in Kuwait. I split the time between Kuwait and Iraq. Left in January of 2020. I was in Kuwait for like the first 3 months. And that's actually what I wanted to bring up, like when COVID first came around. So we were in the DFAC, which is like the dining facility. And we usually go in, like it's like the high school kind of setup. Like you tell them what you want, they give it to you. And I see this guy wearing a mask. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you
Was
doing?
this right when COVID was happening?
This was like before even like
Oh,
mainstream.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
oh my God, we're shutting down.
Oh,
everything.
this is when it like
in
was
China.
still in China still.
Yeah, it, like,
Yeah.
hadn't made
when
its
we're
way
like,
over
it'll
the-
never come here.
Yeah, like, I never even heard of it.
We're talking
No.
like 2 months. Like you guys are a good 2 solid.
Yeah,
months
we're like 2 to 3
beforehand.
months in. Like we have a routine.
And
like,
mind you, the deployment was actually going to be pretty good. Like, sorry to cut you off.
no, I
but
keep going, dude.
the unit is in like what 6 or 7 different countries.
Yeah, so we're in Jordan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, Afghanistan. Jordan.
Did anybody go to Syria?
We had a couple guys go to Syria.
Egypt?
No.
Nobody got that mission. I
Oh,
think
UAE and
UAE
Qatar.
and Qatar.
That's
So was this like a terrorist hunt?
No.
No. Basically, our whole job was
dildos, baby.
Yeah, so we were customs. So we, like everyone that's leaving
Yeah.
that country to go back home, make sure they don't have any like contraband. But then when I went to
This
Iraq,
code pretty much what he's saying is they did take out terrorists.
They can't say it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know if I'm supposed to bring this up. I'll just tell the story anyway. One time when I was in
We'll
like
cut
the
it out if you don't want it.
Air Force.
all the podcasts as explicit just in case something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Revealing government
We I
secrets.
buddied up with a couple of Air Force guys in where was I at the time? I think Al Assad Air Base in Iraq, and they're getting ready to get out the door. We're clearing all their stuff, whatever, get them out of there. And the guy goes, "Hey, why don't you come back to our area of operation? I'll show you like how the drone works and all that." And so I go in, like you gotta like turn your phone in, make sure you don't have like anything on you that can like compromise whatever they're doing. And then like they'll show me like the fucking drone footage, dude. It is bananas.
I
They're
can't
so
even imagine.
you can't even see them, dude. And it's like the amount of ground that they cover. Like, I mean, I don't know what they're capable of, but like the stuff that we have,
We're,
crazy.
did you
Lonnie's had a drone too.
did you go to Germany?
No, I just got in when you guys
Oh man.
left.
We'll talk about that later. But
Even just working on the Air Force Base for like the year.
Yeah.
I got to see all this
right,
shit.
I'm
that,
sure
like,
you got to see some weird stuff too,
yeah.
right?
And there's definitely some like sketchy shit, like so many underground tunnels. Like,
Oh, yeah,
of course,
We'd walk
man.
down and like they'd be like, "Oh, don't look in there," and we'd walk in this.
I'm just so curious, like what technology, like the
Like, the
government
shit
has
they got
that,
on- the shit
like,
they got
we
on-
don't know about. Like it just blows my mind. That could be like 10 years beyond.
well,
like
you got
what
to
we have here.
So you got to remember, like the military gets and
Everything
will
first.
always have everything first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like, and there's stuff that people at our level will never see that, like.
Yeah.
But you know, like guys that are in the Air Force or in the Navy that are dealing with those particular special issues or whatever,
Right.
you know, yeah, they're gonna see that stuff 10, like you said,
Yeah.
10 years prior to even us even knowing about it, and maybe 15, 20 years before us
even
normal
get it.
people, right,
Yeah.
even get to have that. Like drones have been around for forever, and I mean, just everything. That's how everything. That's the progression of everything. Is like, all right, cool. The military's had it for fucking 30 years,
And then we have better technology, so now we can give it to the
right. And
So
then
it's
all of
like-
a sudden, it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this stuff is great. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So it's a good point that you brought up. Like I see all this stuff like firsthand. Like I see all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like I'll see something. I'm like, I didn't even know that fucking shit existed.
That's what I was like when I was at
Yeah.
EB. I mean, I can't
What-
talk
what the
about
fuck?
it,
You
but
see like
there's like
holograms in the room, you're like,
What is
it's just
going
like
on,
crazy
dude?
things that they did was like the department I worked at. It was like stuff I didn't even know existed. Looked like alien craft type shit.
yeah, you're
And I
gonna.
was
See,
like,
I bet
what
you're
is
gonna see
this?
like robots walking around in like the back room of like.
I heard this thing like at one
government thing,
point
you're
in
like,
AB.
yeah.
I wasn't in the building, but I heard like because they keep the prop covered up because that's like the most classified thing in the sub. I heard it like fell off. Like they like rushed her, everyone out, and like they had to come in and cover it back up.
So in the
what the fuck
prop
is
too
that?
is
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
It doesn't make any bubbles
Yeah.
so the prop
Wait, it
is
doesn't make anything.
because the bubbles what make the noise.
Yeah.
Wait, so what
Yeah.
you guys are doing? So you guys still have the Virginia class, right?
And
And
we
now
got
you're
the
doing
Columbia.
Columbia. What's the newest one? Are we
Columbia.
allowed to talk about this?
Columbia.
well, I mean,
I know
peop-
EB has,
people
like,
people know about
security
it.
clearances.
We just can't tell you how it works.
So the one that
No, do you know how it works?
we can always cut this out, right? Some parts of this.
Yeah, we can get whatever.
So
you want.
the
Set trash cans on fire that they just don't understand. You know, like for when
And
you're
they got-
it's like fuck.
when they were
this is just what I
letting
do.
us go on the Air Force Base in Florida, I had to get my CAC card, and
Yeah, common access card.
my name was spelled wrong on it. And
That's
then,
You still have that.
Shit happens, man. You know, not everybody's
like, and then
Some
the
little
guys at the
E3
gate, the guys checking the IDs at the gate when you go in.
Stronger by the minute.
Well, that's only the first
We
bottle
were
I
going
got.
back on the base, and this guy, one of the guys, they had this thing where we had to sit outside the door because we were pumping air outside, and somebody had to sit by the door because you need to get in. And
God
it had
forbid.
a little crack under the garage door. They're like, you got to sit by it just in case a Taliban pulls up and goes under the door.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like-
in Florida.
I was like, I'm working for EB. I'm not military. Why am I sitting out here? And then. And they give one of my buddies it was a Paw Patrol badge with the police dog on it.
No
and
way.
and it said security.
Yeah.
One of the guys made it for
Yeah.
him. So we're pulling in, and the guy, he shows the Paw Patrol badge to the guys at the gate, and they let him in.
Yeah, dude. No. All right. So I'm not gonna say names, but like a guy that I work with showed him a Yu-Gi-Oh card to get into the security gate. Let him right in. Swear to God.
I know one guy, he forgot his badge, so he hid in the back of this guy's truck in a golf bag. And he got on the base.
no
Dude, like some of the
So
shit
if you
you
want
can
to get
do.
on a base, I know another guy that he wanted to get his wife on for a rocket launch. She hid in his truck box on his
It's
truck.
really not that hard.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not. Like they don't give a shit.
I mean,
And the guys are like half asleep there, and I just drive by and they're like, all right.
great.
The characters at EB, I don't even know. I would never go. Just put this. I would never go into a sub. Was the characters I see at EB.
It just astounds me that there's something that
but there's
serious.
so- everything's
that there's
so
these
overly
people
engineered
that
and
you
there's
see.
so-
You're like, how is he welding? up
Everything's
this
so
sub?
over-engineered,
Like,
and there's so many like checks and balances at EB that like
Yeah, like even the dumb people that are these people, right? Like there's so many things that go into it. That, by the time the product comes out, it's so
Right.
perfect that even
yeah.
those people they don't matter. They don't
Put
matter.
it this way, like
But the
EB
sub
though.
is so complex that you think like
So many
one
moving
guy
parts.
can like. Someone forgets to check like, one thing, like
say
one
that-
weld the stupid guy does, or
Well,
like
the
a
restaurant,
pipe
they said
that's
they
not
lost
fit.
the-
the inspection process is just insane. Like
Yeah.
one little detail, like
yeah.
off spec,
has
like
to
it
be,
gets
though, you know?
kicked.
Yeah, because you're
and
under
then
the
you
sub.
rework the
It has to be that serious.
Well, EB though is insane in a way because I enjoyed working at EB. Just fucking people ruined it for me. But honestly, EB
Fuck
is
you,
pretty
people.
is pretty insane how stuff is. Like you literally go in, no degree, they let you go right in.
Yeah,
no degree in college or anything. Just you need a high school thing.
you can tell that.
Yeah, you will.
And
You
so,
can tell that a lot of these guys are not educated that are working there.
but it's just like
Dude,
I
let
don't
me
know.
tell
EB
you
is
about
just very impressive of how they can just dumb things down to make something that's so complex simple for the average person to do.
So going to uneducated people, like in the military, dude. Some of
yeah.
the people you fucking see is like, how'd you get
How'd you
here?
get here?
Yeah, and they somehow be the best people to maintain things somehow. I don't know how
Like
it works.
what's crazy is they'll overpay like the total bums in the company, but they'll like underpay the people that actually work.
Yeah,
That's why
how
all
it
the good
works.
people leave. Like,
Yeah,
I left.
yeah.
I was doing 75% of the work in my building.
How do we know that you're not one of those shit?
Yeah, that's why I left. I was one of
not
those.
what- not what I heard.
I just want to let you know, I am the best fucking employee that EB ever had.
The best
Anybody
pipe
that I work
fitter.
with, don't comment on this video.
Fuck you. Like,
Remember how you guys were just complaining? Oh, we got those West Warwick people, stuff like that. I had them was me, and put it this way,
Sorry, those
shit
people are
was
the
getting
worst.
real on my side,
They are the
and,
worst.
and it was affecting what I was being able to do
Headset.
at the
It might
job.
be- I think it's plugged in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's plugged in. You can use that.
Make sure to break it before you put it on. That'd be really good.
Then flip it. Like,
No, you had it right. Go back the way you had it, and then you just flip the actual air. Yeah, like that. There you go.
why is
Then
your
you
brother
can-
so much smarter than you?
But like literally
Can
go.
you,
I'm
can you hear our
gonna.
voices inside of it now?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Wow.
So like,
I can't talk with headphones, dude. I'll freak out.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
you
do
hear
it.
your voice back.
Yeah, I can't do
Usually I
that.
talk like
you
this.
know though,
You gotta,
you know
like, one
Dustin,
month
fucking
off
from
and one
football.
on.
West Warwick, what was it? West Warwick and
Oh, the
people up. We
fucking-
fucking couldn't stand them.
Vets, dude.
No, we couldn't stand them. It was like
The worst people.
in West Warwick.
Well, once we got there,
That's what
it's
we're
like
talking about, West
immediate,
Warwick,
like fuck them, fuck
Well,
West Warwick.
there's like a
fuck
whole different like
Woonsocket.
breed of people in West Warwick.
It's a whole
Like, I know
different-
you're gonna cut
I
this
say
out,
past
but like, I'm
exit
being
7,
honest.
you guys are fucking losers up there. I don't know what the fuck's going on with you people.
I don't travel.
I honestly don't, and I can't stand you people.
I don't travel
you
north
guys
of
are some
exit 8.
fucking different characters.
lost all our northern Rhode
I know.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
so
we take that back.
We got Mass on our side in Connecticut.
Oh, Warrack.
Fuck Warrack too. They can all catch a
God.
fade if
So
they
here's-
want.
here's what
No,
Lonny
kid,
gets
I'm
on
kidding.
us.
Lonny's joking. They can get.
So here's something funny, right? So so I got a phone call from somebody that's coming to work for our program at Providence College, right? And he's like, what's the benefits of working in PC versus like Temple, which is in Philadelphia? And I'm like, fuck. This guy's in E8, so he's a first sergeant. I'm like, hey, first sergeant, fucking Temple is a shithole. The school itself is great. I go imagine this. Walk into the school, you see a fucking utopia, right?
Yep.
You walk out the school, you're gonna get fucking mugged and beat up, and someone's gonna
Philly's
fucking
in shambles, dude. It's
I'm
in
like,
shambles.
Philly is a shithole. Providence sucks too, but at least you're not going to get fucked up when you walk outside the school
Nah,
gate.
there's some parts of
Philly
it.
where
though.
they had to
There's some parts.
grease all the light poles when they were going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh my! Really?
They
Yeah,
had to
so,
grease all the light poles.
so
climbing them and
I
shit.
had a very good friend of mine lives in Philly, and he's from that area or whatever. They win the Super Bowl after when did they win 2015?
2018?
Yeah, but
No,
did they win-
2017 was the Falcons, no?
did they win 2015? Whatever, they fucking won.
Pats came back on the Falcons.
Yeah,
No,
what
the
year was that?
Falcons won. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that was 2015.
I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, what year was that?
Oh wait! I meant the Eagles. The Eagles won a Super Bowl.
That's what we're talking about, my
That's what
guy.
I thought we were talking about. I said Falcons.
I was trying to say the year.
So they win the Super Bowl, and these motherfuckers, and my buddy is outside. He's like, look at these idiots. These guys were burning TVs like this.
God.
Fuck. What is that? Where did you get that TV?
Hindsense.
No, get rid of that.
I
shit.
have the same. I have the same TV. It's fucking mint, dude.
They're throwing.
We have like in the barn. You don't want to watch. There's like 5 of them in the barn.
I love
Or
high
something.
sense, dude.
Yeah.
Before we finish this,
That's a Black Friday deal, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
it is.
I don't.
Because I have the
like,
same
I
one.
think my grandfather has bought honestly probably 8 of those.
Dude, it's a great TV.
125 inch.
No, I don't. I have the same TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you and I. Yeah. You like your
Hisense
TV?
Roku
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
It works.
That's a
I love
Roku
my
TV. It's
TV.
great.
But
They're
going back real quick to you West Warwick people. I don't mind most of it's the
God.
it's the
Going back.
stereotype.
That was 15 minutes ago.
It's the stereotype.
Lonny, that was
stereotypical
And then
ones.
Lonnie's gonna be like, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out.
It's the
That was 15
stereotypical
minutes
ones.
ago, Lonnie.
Yeah, it's the stereotypical ones. You know the ones.
No, we need to get
Fuck,
War
we
Rack
at
on
the
the
same
show.
time. Like get it? You know,
We get it. You
get
hate West
I don't.
All right,
hate
so
them,
we're
I just
rambling here.
dislike
So
them.
what?
Yeah.
Are we picking a conversation about something?
You guys want to talk about anal or what?
No, let's not talk.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. This episode ended up being so long that we decided to split it into 2 parts. So I hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be out hopefully Thursday.
Lonnie's dialed in.
honestly. I think we can call that a tie.